Stop scrolling. Freeze. Right there. I need you to look at this screen and understand something terrifyingly specific about this exact moment. You did not click this video by accident. The algorithm didn't just throw this at you. You are here because a signal has been sent, a frequency has been matched, and a very specific sequence of events has aligned to bring you this information right now. Archangel Michael, the commander of the legions of light, has manipulated the variables of your reality to get this message in front of your eyes. He knows what you've been doing in the dark. He has seen the silent, suffocating panic attacks you have when the lights go out. He has heard the conversations you have with yourself when you think no one is listening. The ones where you beg for a break, for a restart, for just one win. He has counted every tear that you wiped away before anyone could see, masking your pain with a smile that doesn't quite reach your eyes anymore. You are tired. You are exhausted in a way that sleep cannot fix because it is your soul that is weary. But I am here to tell you that the silence is over. Today, the static clears. Archangel Michael has authorized a transmission that is going to fundamentally rewrite the trajectory of your life, starting right now. There is a shift happening in the ether, a massive displacement of energy that involves a specific individual, a person of immense, staggering wealth. A billionaire in the literal sense has turned their gaze toward you. This is not a metaphor. This is not a fairy tale. This is about a high-frequency alignment between you and a benefactor who is being divinely navigated toward your specific coordinates. Do not let your skepticism close the door that is currently swinging open. That voice in your head, the one that says this is too good to be true, that is the voice of your past programming, and it is the enemy of your future. Silence it, because what I am about to break down for you is the anatomy of a miracle that has your name etched into its foundation. A connection is forming. A transfer of wealth and influence is pending, but it requires your absolute, undivided attention to execute. The waiting room is closed. It is time to step into the office. But first, we have to talk about the mud. We have to acknowledge the brutal, unvarnished reality of the path you have walked to get here. For years, it has felt like you are moving through wet concrete. You exert maximum effort, you burn every calorie of spiritual and physical energy you have, and yet you look around and you have barely moved an inch. You have watched people with half your talent, half your heart, and none of your integrity speed past you, effortlessly grabbing the blessings you have been screaming for. It stings. It burns. You know the specific texture of that anxiety, the one that sits in the pit of your stomach when you open your banking app. You know the math you do in your head at the grocery store, calculating down to the penny before you get to the register. You know the shame that flushes hot up your neck when you can't say yes to an outing or a gift or a simple pleasure because the resources just aren't there. You have felt invisible. You have stood on the sidelines of your own life, watching a movie of abundance that seems to be playing for everyone else but you. And in the quietest, darkest hours of the night, you have looked up at the ceiling and asked the question that scares you the most. Have I been forgotten? Is this it? Is this all there is for me? You have felt the crushing weight of debt, not just as numbers on a screen, but as a physical chain around your chest, restricting your breathing, clouding your judgment, stealing your joy. The enemy has weaponized this season against you. He has whispered lies that sound like your own thoughts, telling you that you are broken, that you are unlucky, that you are destined to struggle until the day you die. Those lies felt real. They felt heavy. They almost broke you. Almost. But listen to me closely. Archangel Michael was there. He was standing in the corner of the room during every breakdown. He was catching every tear. He was recording every prayer. He wants you to know that your suffering was not a mistake. It was not a punishment. It was a forge. You were being hammered, heated, and folded over and over again like steel. Why? Because you cannot put $1 million destiny into a 10-cent character. You were being prepared. You were being hardened for a weight of glory that would crush a weaker spirit. Every no you heard was protection. Every door that slammed in your face was redirection. You were not being rejected. You were being reserved. And now, the reservation is being called in. The season of the fog is lifting. The heavens are pivoting. Archangel Michael has been waging a war in the unseen realms on your behalf, severing the energetic cords of poverty and dismantling the blockades of delay. He has cleared the runway, and here is the intel on what is landing. There is a person walking this earth right now, a benefactor, who has conquered the material world. They have the empires, the assets, the liquidity that you can only dream of. But they are empty. Their soul is starving for something that money cannot purchase. Authenticity, spiritual depth, and a connection to a higher purpose. This individual has been sending up their own prayers. They have been asking the divine for a partner, a successor, a muse, or a catalyst. Someone with a heart of gold to match their mountains of gold. They asked to be guided to someone who has been tested by fire and came out pure. Archangel Michael is revealing that in the spiritual marketplace, you were the answer presented to them. Your energy signature was highlighted. They may not know your name yet, but their soul feels the magnetic pull of your existence. They are being drawn to you like a compass needle finding north. Understand the mechanics of this. This is a divine setup. This billionaire's resources are being repurposed by heaven to bless you, because you are the key to their spiritual fulfillment. It is a symbiotic lock and key. They have the fuel. You have the engine. Archangel Michael is currently standing guard over this connection, shielding it from interference, blocking the jealousy of others, and ensuring that no sabotage can derail this meeting. The logistics are being arranged. The coincidences are being manufactured. You are on a collision course with a life-altering encounter that will wipe your debts to zero and catapult you into a tax bracket you didn't even know existed. But why you? And why now? This is the critical piece of the puzzle. You are not the same person you were 5 years ago. If you had received this wealth back then, it might have destroyed you. It might have fed your ego instead of your soul. But the struggle humbled you. It taught you empathy. It stripped away the superficial layers and left you with a core of titanium integrity. You understand the value of $1, but more importantly, you understand the value of a human being. The universe is trusting you with this abundance because it knows you will be a conduit, not a dam. You are meant to be a steward of this wealth, using it to heal, to help, and to elevate the collective consciousness. The billionaire benefactor needs someone who won't be blinded by the glitter, someone who sees the mission behind the money. That is you. You have graduated from the School of Adversity with a doctorate in resilience. You are finally, terrifyingly ready. So, how do we trigger the final descent of this blessing? We have to open the valve. We have to grant permission. The universe operates on the law of free will. It cannot force a miracle upon you if your energy is closed off. You must formally accept this contract. We are going to do this right now through a high-frequency invocation. I want you to find a stillness in your body. Unclench your jaw. Drop your shoulders. Put your hand over your heart, the physical pump of your life force, and feel its rhythm. You are about to speak to the architect of your destiny. Say this with me. Do not just read the words, push them out of your throat with authority. Archangel Michael, commander of the light, I stand before you. I acknowledge your presence. I thank you for the silent wars you have fought for me. I am ready. I hereby sever and dissolve every contract I have ever made with poverty, consciously or unconsciously. I burn the bridges to my past struggles. I delete the programming of not enough. I am clearing the hard drive of my soul. Archangel Michael, I authorize you to open the floodgates. I command the doors of opportunity to unlock. I call forth the benefactor you have assigned to my life. I align my frequency with the energy of massive overflow, abundance. I declare that I am worthy of this wealth. I am safe with this wealth. I am ready to do good with this wealth. I accept the financial miracle that is rushing toward me. My debts are dissolving. My assets are multiplying. My life is the evidence of God's irrational generosity. I receive it. It is done. It is sealed. Amen. Breathe. Feel that? That shift in pressure? You just changed the signal you are broadcasting to the cosmos. You are no longer broadcasting desperation. You are broadcasting reception. Now, I need you to run a simulation in your mind. Close your eyes for a second. Visualize the notification on your phone, the bank balance alert. See the commas, count the zeros. Feel the rush of adrenaline, followed immediately by the deepest exhale of your life. Imagine the smell of the interior of the car you actually want to drive. Imagine the texture of the keys to a home that you own, free and clear. Imagine looking at your family, at the people you love, and saying, "I've got it. It's handled," and knowing it's true. This is not a daydream. This is a memory of your future. This is the timeline you have just selected. To lock this timeline in, to concrete this reality, you need to engage in daily maintenance. You need to affirm this truth until it hardens into fact. Tell yourself every morning, "I am a magnet for billionaires and blessings. Archangel Michael is my vanguard. My wealth is inevitable. We are at the finish line of the old you. The new you is stepping onto the podium. But you need to seal this pact physically. I want you to go to the comments section right now. Do not skip this. It is your signature on the spiritual contract. Type these words. I receive my divine abundance. Thank you, Archangel Michael. By typing that, you are grounding the energy. You are pulling it from the ether and anchoring it into the physical world. Then, share this video. Send it to 3 people who are stuck in the mud. Activate the law of circulation. Prove to the universe that you are a river, not a reservoir. When you flow, the abundance flows. Subscribe. Turn on the notifications, because this is just day 1 of your new life. The billionaire is coming. The miracle is here. Welcome to your upgrade.